I need to get one of those clippy board things, you know, the clappers. It's gonna help me edit and post since I do half an hour introductions. Okay guys, so we're back. I just need to test my air synths and my air drums and my air bass and just make sure everything's working properly. Just give me a second here. Yep, that's working all good. Yep, check 1, 2. Yep, brilliant. Awesome guys, let's get into it. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone is doing super duper well. Thank you once again for joining me on another amazing deep dive journey. I am so incredibly excited for this one. I cannot wait to jump into it. Guys, I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to get these videos out. I've just been so incredibly sick over the last couple of weeks, but thank you for being patient. Thank you for being understanding. To anyone who thought I was going to wear a wedding dress for this video, I'm sorry to disappoint you. I decided to go in a slightly different direction since everyone has been pointing out that I have been wearing themed outfits for my videos. I've started to do it more deliberately now because if anyone knows me well, they know that I love to dress up and I'll find any excuse to dress up and wear some eccentric outfit. I was looking through some images of the band during the wedding album era and I noticed Simon was wearing this blazer that just had all this graffiti on it and all these different words, and I thought, okay, that's the direction I'm going in. So I picked up this really cool jacket as a bit of a homage to Simon Le Bon, his style during this era. So yeah, if you picked up the jacket reference, then good on you. So guys, if you've been joining me on this deep dive series, you know that the last Duran Duran album that we jumped into was the 1990 album Liberty. Apparently the band don't look back very fondly on the Liberty album, but we're arriving at the year 1993 now guys, when Duran Duran released a second self-titled album, also known as the Wedding Album, just to save anyone getting confused with their 1981 self-titled album. The reason I've been so excited is because I know that this is the album where Duran Duran made a massive comeback, especially with their hit single Ordinary World. If you're not a massive Duran Duran fan, it's more than likely that you have heard that song on the radio at some point in your lifetime. It is still very popular in radio play now. It's such a fantastic song, so I can't wait to hear it once again. As far as band members go, Sterling Campbell did leave the band after Liberty, and so now we have Simon, Nick, John, and Warren Cucurulo. And as far as I know from my research, Warren pushed really hard to get this album out there. Warren even let his house as a temporary studio to record this album, which I think is just so cool. So it's going to be very interesting to hear the production on this album, as well as the overall mood and feel versus the one that we just listened to, which once again was a very mixed bag of genres. I'm not sure if we're going to get the same thing here. Unfortunately guys, I do not have this album on vinyl. I've looked everywhere for it and it is hellishly expensive to purchase this album at the moment, so I'm really hoping the band do eventually reissue this on vinyl, because it is a very rare album to come across. So makes sense why it's dubbed the Wedding Album, because there are a multitude of photographs from different people's weddings. For anyone who doesn't know, all the photos here are basically a collage of the band members' parents on their wedding day. I'm not entirely sure whose parents are whose. Okay guys, I'm not going to waste any more time. I'm going to jump into the album now, starting off with track number 1. It's called Too Much Information. Nice. Like an acoustic guitar? Ooh. Oh, these lyrics. Wow. Heck yeah, what a strong start to the album. Ooh, is that a reverse verb? I think from now on, I'm going to bring up the lyrics to each song, just so I can get a feel of what the lyrics are as well. I just heard something there that really stood out to me. Destroyed by MTV. I hate to bite the hand that feeds me so much information. Is this a dig at MTV? I did read somewhere that Duran Duran were heavily shunned by MTV in the early 90s, and MTV was starting to favor more younger bands, younger artists, and a lot more of an acoustic kind of vibe with the Unplugged series. So I wonder if the song is lashing out at MTV a little bit. Hey TV child, look into my eyes. Hereby intervention, I want your attention. Oh, hello. I probably got this totally wrong, but what I'm getting from this is, hey, kids, look at us. We're still relevant. We're still good. We still know what we're doing. I'm getting like this hypnosis vibe. Hey, TV child, look into my eyes. I feel like it's a bit of a lash out at a few different TV networks that are pushing commercial radio and commercial music onto people, and then all these other artists are falling into the background and suffering because of it. I feel like that's the case now, really, though. The music industry is so incredibly saturated that it's so hard to get your voice heard nowadays. The meaning behind the song, the message behind the song still feels very relevant today. There's all these guitar and synth effects happening, I think, simultaneously as well. Something I noticed in the production. Oh, now BBC, we're talking to you. This has to be some of Simon's best work. These teeth are white, trainers ultra bright. This band is perfect, just don't scratch the surface. Pressures on the screen to sell you things that you don't need. But also pushing back on commercials and advertisements like this band is perfect. Buy this, buy that, take this, have that. It's still so relevant today. How many of you guys are watching a YouTube video and you get interrupted halfway through with 30 seconds of advertisements? Colgate's new toothpaste, you know, ultra white, ultra bright. Hello, Warren. It's like this. I'm living for the rock elements in this song. It's like Warren going like panning. Oh, I love that. Interesting. Yeah, like. Yeah. I feel feel like I'm getting guitar in one ear and then the other ear, and they're panning it back and forth. It's making me dizzy. Just give me 2 seconds to process the... Too much. It doesn't feel like a very overly complex song, but at the same time they've used all these different effects, and then Simon's vocals have been quite processed that it almost feels like too much. This probably sounds so strange, but I feel like they're trying to convey the overall theme in the production of the song as well. You know, you're kind of falling behind, you're getting a bit too much thrown at you, and the message is stop feeding me too much information. I think I went quite deep in interpreting the lyrics in this song, only because I was hearing Destroyed by MTV. I hate to bite the hand that feeds me so much information. The lyrics behind this are very powerful. And then at the same time, you got all these effects and stuff as well, and like these siren sounds and everything like that, and I'm thinking, whoa, I'm feeling a little bit overloaded. I don't even know if the song made a single, but my goodness, is that a good song. That is a very strong starter. I think I would probably remember the message behind that song more than anything else, but those guitar solos were fantastic. Warren absolutely smashing it out of the park. What a great start. Anyway, so guys, we're moving on to track number 2 now, Ordinary World. This is the most played song on this album, being one of their biggest singles, one of their biggest hits and successes as a band. It's had over 267 million plays on Spotify, which is pretty damn impressive if you ask me. So I'm gonna jump into track number 2 now, guys, Ordinary World. Bit of a step down in energy, right? One of the most memorable things about this song is that guitar, that da na 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 na.
Coming from a rainy Thursday on the avenue, thought I heard you talking softly. I turned on the lights, the TV and the radio. Still I can't escape the ghost of you.
Guys, I'm not even a minute through the song and I'm already feeling quite emotional. That says a lot.
What has happened to it all? Crazy summer say, where is the light that I recognize? But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find.
I love Simon's vocals in this song. I just need a moment, guys. I'm not sure why I'm getting so emotional. Yeah, I'm just sort of looking at those lyrics. Where is the life that I recognize? I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world somehow I have to find. As I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. I don't cry on my videos very often. It's really weird because back in April I went to see Duran Duran perform live and I was not like this at the show, you know, I was having a grand old time, so I don't know why I'm getting really emotional now listening to the song. I think just the lyrics speak to me a little bit at the moment with my current situation, just the way that things are going. Guys, I'm so sorry. I had to cut out that part of the video and fix myself up because I was just a bit of a mess. So hopefully we can get through the song without getting too emotional, but it's really resonating with me at the moment. I'm just trying to gather myself.
Passion or coincidence once prompted you to say, pride will tear us both apart. Well, now pride's gone out the window, cross the rooftops, run away. Left me in the vacuum of my heart.
Oh my goodness, that choir of Simon's voice. Just stunning. Passion or coincidence once prompted you to say pride will tear us both apart. Well, now pride's gone out the window, crossed the rooftops, run away, left me in the vacuum of my heart. It's the lyrics on this album that are really sticking out to me, but it's just the production on this song as well is just absolutely gorgeous. It feels like there's this beautiful ambient layer underneath it. It's hard to explain, but I've been really trying to hold myself together during this song, so I've been a little bit distracted.
What is happening to me? Crazy, some say. Where is my friend when I need you most? But I won't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world. Somehow I have to papers in the roadside tell of suffering and grief. Fear today, forgot tomorrow.
These layers of vocals that are panned, fear today, forgot tomorrow, and it's harmonies that are also sounding like they're being panned left to right.
Ooh, here, beside the news of holy war and holy need. Ours is just a little sorrow talk.
Oh, this is really tricky. That guitar solo. I'm so sorry if I've killed anyone's vibe here.
And I don't cry for yesterday. There's an ordinary world. Somehow I have to find. And as I try to make my way to the ordinary world, I will learn to survive. Every word is my word. I will learn to survive. Is my
Like a sweeping noise. You can understand why it's such a powerful song and why it's so popular. I think it just resonates with a lot of people out there. It's just very deep. I'm pretty sure it's quite a personal song to the band as well. But as far as I know, Warren came up with that really nice guitar riff, and then they sort of built the song around that, and Simon came up with these really heartfelt lyrics that sort of resonated with him, and they just brought this song together. And like I said, it's just such a powerful song. It's a little bit hard for me to talk through this one, guys, and I'm really sorry about that, but if I do have any thoughts, I will leave them down in the comment section below. Let's jump into track number 3, Love Voodoo. Is it me or is that bass just everything sensual? Oh.
When I first met you on the roof, you caught me with your web of youth. But now I know the wicked truth. It's much too late, so what's the use in fighting?
I feel like I remember this song. This is like one of Duran Duran's sexiest songs. Just this like really sensual bass, and then this pad comes in, this da da da, da, da. And it sounds like it's being panned once again. And then Simon's going, when I first met you on the roof. Oh. Nice. This song has a lot of sauce and I'm loving it. In their entire catalog, I think this is one of the sexiest songs, most sensual, sexy songs I've heard so far. I feel like this song could have really paired to a video that was quite sexy and controversial, but that's all I'm gonna say there. It's a very saucy song. And again, the harmonies, night after night, and then underneath you just get all these different Simon harmonies. Yummy. Reverse, I'm hearing reverse verb. And then Warren comes in with acoustic again. That's acoustic, I swear. Oh, there you go, sensuality. Wait for it. Bit of a tension build here. Wow. This effect that sounded like a tape was being reversed. Gosh, I'm loving these effects. Fired up inside your love. And then the female vocals. Ah, here you go. A bit more sample warping and messing around with tapes and stuff, I think. I love that. Yeah, they're doing all sorts of stuff with the sampling. I'm loving it. Like this delay on Simon's vocals. It's very clean. Gosh, I would give anything to hear the multi-tracks of this song because I'm hearing things in the background almost sounding like they've completely warped Simon's vocals as an underlayer. I don't know what it is, but I'm hearing this layer underneath that is just, it feels very psychedelic. I feel like that's the best way to describe it. Very sensual and psychedelic. Night after night, I try to prove that I've tried to resist you. Hide up inside. But you just keep reeling me in. But it's no good to me. If this makes any sense to you guys, I was expecting a little bit more rawness and dirtiness in the tracks, but it's very clean and very well mixed and produced, in my opinion. You've got this acoustic guitar now going through 3 tracks, so Warren's sort of keeping that motif going with the acoustic, which I think is really nice. It's a really nice addition. Nick's just really playing with ambient sounds and ambient pads. The first song felt a little bit busy, but then these last 2 songs have been quite simple, but they really convey the message so well. Anyway, guys, fantastic song. We're moving on now to track number 4, Drowning Man. This kind of reminds me of Liberty. Not the song, but the album. Like, some of the songs on the album is what it's reminding me of. I'm just trying to think which ones, though. Towards the end of the album, you kind of get that vibe. I don't know what I'm in for here. Oh. Oh, wow. 4 on the floor. Okay. Ooh. Kind of has this house vibe. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so love Voodoo, sexy, sensual, and then all of a sudden we've got this like house rap element going on here. House kick, and then Simon's going pretty fast with those lyrics. Interesting vibe. Yeah. Yeah, this is cool. It feels very clubby, like dancey, clubby. So too much information, quite high energy. And then we had these 2 slower songs, and now we're moving on to this upbeat house kind of track. And it's interesting because I think a lot of house and rap became quite prominent in the early 90s, especially in the charts. And then you've got like the Shaman, who released a few chart toppers in the early 90s, kind of giving me that vibe. I don't know if that's where they got the inspo from, but it's interesting to hear and compare to what was trending in the charts at the time. So again, hip hop, R&B, new jack swing, rap. It's interesting to hear, like, it's kind of multi-genre, like a mixed bag.
There's not much flesh, just skull and bone. Cheeks sunk deep, eyes open wide. Don't put out a hand to help him.
Cheeks sunk
This
deep.
drowning man will bite it right off. Right off. Right off. Right off. Don't drag me down. I don't wanna drown.
Ooh, that's not an acoustic sax. That sounds like a pad. Like a pad. Yeah, this has... Ooh. I don't know why I feel like the song could have easily fit on Liberty as well. But like I said, at the very beginning, it just really reminded me of Liberty. And then they added like this 4 on the floor kick to give it a bit more of a housey club kind of feel. Maybe they were trying to appeal to, you know, club goers and younger audiences. I don't know. Just some thoughts there. to know what synths Nick used for this specific album. Ooh. Nice. I can hear an extended version of this in my head. Some really nice elements though, again, the guitar kind of making the screechy, like the screechy guitar. Yeah, there's so many things going through my head. That one just felt very multi-genre. Interesting one all up. Guys, we're moving on to track number 5, Shotgun. Oh, yes. I'm hearing like these old Western gunshot samples. I like the bass.
Get it together, fingers jumping. Now I see your bullets bumping.
Yeah. Yeah, John's bass in this, nice.
Get your finger on the trigger. Got to make that shoot bigger.
Oh my god, what a ride. What a ride this has been so far. Wow. Yeah, Shotgun. So Shotgun was a interlude. That was interesting. Sounds like all these old Western gunshot sounds. And then this guitar, this do. I reckon Nick was playing around with those shotgun samples. That's very cool. I wonder how long it took them to put that one together. Anyway, guys, we're moving on to track number 6, which is another single like Ordinary World, Come Undone. I wish I knew a bit more about guitar effect pedals, but I think that's what I'm hearing here. I am living for the low end. Why is it reminding me of Massive Attack? That sensual vibe I got from Love Voodoo, that's very much prominent in this track as well. That echo of that female vocal. Oh, when I saw them perform live, they played this song and they had some pretty amazing visuals to go with it. I'm pretty sure I did see the music video a long time ago and it was something to do with being underwater. I'm not sure, but I feel that in the production as well. Like that guitar effect feels like water ripples. I don't know how to explain it, but Duran Duran just seem to be so good at pairing visuals together with the production of their songs. It's just mind-blowing to me.
It'll take a little time, might take a little cry to come undone. Now we'll try to stay blind to the hope and fear outside. Hey child, stay wilder than the wind and blow.
That's where I've heard that line, "Hey child, stay wild." Feel so incredibly hooked into this album. This has to be some of their best work. This is gonna sound so bizarre. I feel like I could take a walk through an art gallery and through all these different rooms with all these ambient lights and all these beautiful visuals around me whilst listening to this song. When you're very much a visual person, hearing a song like this, you can just see so many incredible things in your head. It's so hard to explain this one, but just the way that they brought everything together just feels so surreal, and then you just go into this next section that's just so smooth and so sensual. It's like a dream. It's like a dream. Hearing the percussion. The mixing in this is just so good. Whoever mixed this is an absolute genius. Everything just sits so well together, and then you hear like these breathy sounds in the background. I think that's why it feels so sensual and so surreal.
Play me deja vu like a radio tune. I swear I've heard before. Chill. Is it something real, or the magic I'm feeding off your fingers? Can I keep from falling apart? And the seas, can I believe you're taking my heart to pieces? We'll try to
I feel like I'm stuck in some kind of dream. It's the textures underneath that just make it sound. I so desperately need the multi-tracks to this because there are so many textures sitting underneath this track, it's not even funny. This has got to be one of my new favorite albums. So far, I think Come Undone is one of my favorites, and then Ordinary World, and then I'd probably put Love Voodoo as a third. I feel like I have a rope around me, and this album is just pulling me closer and closer and closer until I get a bit too close for comfort. Okay guys, we're on to track number 7, Breath After Breath. Still there with those acoustic guitars. Ooh. This is very dreamy. That percussion, the triangle. Or the triangle and the chimes. Who is the drummer on this album? I must know. Ooh.
Every day I wake up in this room, and I don't know where I come from, where I'm going.
Interesting. Like a Latin American influence here. That with that guitar, that da 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 da, and then a little bit of percussion as well.
Then I hear the voice.
Ooh, okay, yes, definitely Latin. either Spanish or Portuguese. Senhora musa da paz, me abraça. That does not sound Spanish. Me abraça, hug me. Okay, it's Portuguese, because abrazos y besos I think is Spanish. So yeah, I had a feeling it wasn't Spanish. So Portuguese. I like his tone too.
From where I stand, the truth is in black and white. Alone we live and die, we love and fight. Breath after breath, we carry this mortal coil. Save for tomorrow.
Very cool, yeah. I've been waiting for him to do something like this actually.
Do I dare or do I dare? Follow through the message, my whole body hears. Beating on my heart like a feather, beating all the moment till I disappear.
I really like the duets. So there was a bit of a duet in Come Undone. So Simon's singing one part, and then I'm so sorry, I don't know the singer's name. The guy who's singing in Portuguese. Beautiful tone, beautiful voice. I like that duet element to this. So Simon's doing a bit of singing, and then another singer comes in, and in a different language, which is just beautiful.
Breath after breath, we carry this mortal coil. Circles in sand are washed out into
It's like a string pad. It's either a string pad or...
eternity. Breath after breath, we carry this mortal coil.
Ooh, they sped it up. That. Oh. This one's very fun.
The songs of the planet. The dance to the rhythm.
I like the unison thing.
And love is just a
Interesting. All these different sections as well, which are really nice. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was so excited going into this album, and I've got to say, it's made me very emotional, which, you know, tends to happen with me in music, but I just did not expect myself to get this emotional throughout the filming of this video. Even just that song Breath After Breath was just very beautiful and just really resonated. I don't really know what part was the chorus. I think it was that from where I stand, the truth is in black and white. I think that was the chorusy bit. So it was an interesting structure to the song as well. I really enjoyed the addition of the singer as well in Portuguese. I just thought that was really, really lovely. Okie dokie, guys, we're moving on to track number 8 now, U.M.F. Ooh, nice slide there. Ooh. Just gonna say very quickly, I feel like we're still getting that mixed bag of genres in this album, but maybe it's just working a little better for them this time round than it was with Liberty, if that makes sense. It seems to flow a bit better, which is very interesting, and I'll probably make those connections at the end.
Here we stand, in the shadow of the master plan, making trouble wherever we can. Stirred up, stirred up, stirred up. Can't you see? This boy is going cheap.
Yeah, Yeah, Simon seems to be doing a bit more rapping in this album, but once again, hip hop and rap were sort of becoming a bit more prominent in the charts, so.
Down to a basement deal, but I really won't stop till I get to the top.
Ooh.
Take it from me, I'm waiting here on my knees, and I love the way you tease me. Ow, such a beautiful person. Don't play rough, easy when you know your stuff. Say please and sure enough, so kind. I make love to the ultimate mind.
Ooh, making love to the ultimate mind. What does U.M.F stand for? Ultimate mind. I don't know. I don't know what it stands for, but please don't go off my interpretation.
Come on, take a look, put it to me, baby. You could be alive, come tumbling
I feel like I'm hearing sampled drums again too.
down. I just wanna wrap myself in you, baby. We can tell the world we're fooling around. Ultimately, I'd say she toying with me. It's a case of wait and see. But right now, I'm gonna keep my dance on. A to Z, she's doing it to my head. We don't need to
I like this one. I really like this one.
to make love to the ultimate mind.
I like the lyrics. They're very fun, very playful. Yeah, that snare sounds like a sample.
Hold it to me, baby.
And there's like this.
Wrap myself on you, baby. Talk me round, let's do it right here and now. I don't want you cooling down. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up.
Don't want you cooling down.
Reality's two-way street. Personality, life's a bitch.
Ooh!
Make love
Explicit.
to the ultimate mind. Heaven's
He kind of keeps that vocal rhythm going throughout, like da 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 da.
I feel invisible. Can you see me after all that I said? There's only one thing for it. Take a look, put it to me, baby. You could be a love, come tumbling down. I just wanna wrap myself in you, baby.
Like that rap
We
myself.
can tell the world we're fooling around. Come on, take a look, put it to me, baby.
They've just played around a lot more with Simon's vocals and just a lot more echoes, reverbs, delays, reverse reverb is what I'm hearing, sampling the vocals as well, which is really cool.
I just wanna wrap myself in you, baby. We can tell the world we're fooling around.
Heck yeah.
Take a look.
Yeah, and it has a hip hop element to it as well. Ooh! And then Nick comes in with these awesome
Make
songs.
love to the ultimate mind. Ultimate mind.
Yeah. Ooh! Ooh! We're going high. And then you hear some nice bass at the end there. Oh, some claps. I love that. They kept that in. So it sounds to me like they were having a lot of fun recording that one. And again, I don't know what U.M.F stands for. Please don't take what I said and run with it. Yeah, I think that was one of my top ones, funnily enough. When moving on to track number 9 now, guys. It's called Femme Fatale. Oh, a bit of a Genesis thing. Ooh. Acoustic guitar is back.
She
See, this sounds really dreamy too.
Going to break your heart in two. It's true. It's not hard to realize. Just look into those false-colored eyes.
Hang on a minute.
She'll build.
Where have I heard that before? It's not hard to realize. Is that Velvet Underground that I'm hearing? 'Cause everybody knows. Oh, is this a cover of Velvet Underground?
You up just to put you down. What a clown. 'Cause everybody knows.
It is!
Things she does to please.
And it's a bloody good cover of it too.
See the way she walks.
Oh, I wish I could put my finger on all these sounds and backing textures that are just making this album so delicious and juicy and surreal and dreamy. Whew. This is a cover of Velvet Underground, Femme Fatale. Very cool. Can't remember what year it came out, the original, but it was definitely 1960s. It's beautiful. I'm feeling a bit better now, by the way.
Written in her book. Number 37. Take a look.
It's so cool when you make those connections.
Hey, she's from the street. Before you start, you're already beat.
This is really cool.
She's going to play you for a fool.
It's interesting because I know that the album that followed this album was, I think, mostly, if not entirely, a cover album. But it's just an interesting connection there as well, because maybe this is like the early development or early days of when they started covering songs.
Yes, it's true. 'Cause everybody knows the things she does to please.
This is beautiful.
She's just a little tease.
Ooh, guitar distortion there, love it.
See the way she walks.
Yes.
Hear the way she talks.
Live drums on this album. Oh, live drums on this album, on this song, I mean.
Yeah, I see that girl. Listen, man, I know where you're coming from. She's all lips and eyes and legs.
Oh.
It looks great, but you know what? She's gonna
You know what?
be the hardest girl around. 'Cause everybody knows
Oh, yes.
the things she does to please.
Oh, they've nailed this.
It's just a little thing. And everybody knows she's the perfect type. She's the perfect type. She's the perfect type.
Oh, Warren is at the forefront of this album. It's like acoustic layered with electric, layered with distortion and pedals and... Woo! But yeah, that percussion kick kind of thing just reminds me of Genesis. That was a really good cover of Femme Fatale. Woo! I haven't heard the original version of that for quite a while, but wow, that was amazing. Well done on that. And love Simon's energy and expression, you know, in that middle part. 'Cause everybody knows. I don't know. Everybody knows, but I don't know. Track number 10 is called None of the Above. How about all of the above? All of these tracks have been pretty damn fantastic so far.
I am I myself alone. Realize I never need to use no one.
Harmony.
When it comes down to my soul.
Oh.
Freedom puts my faith in none of the
Can we please have an a cappella Simon album sometime soon? Thanks, Simon. Oh. awesome genre fusion in this album, and it's working so well. I'm just hearing a bit of everything, and it's just cool.
There was a time I was so afraid of everything people around me said, and I wanted to hide my face in the shadow. There was a time on a bed of nails I was dreaming a plan up that could not fail, but no power under the sun could put it together.
Oh yeah, those lyrics are really resonating.
Can take this attitude.
A bit more of a dancey.
Got to show now, got to move on.
Why can I hear this at a fashion show or something?
I am myself alone. Realize I never need to use no one. Money, power, holy roads. Freedom.
Yeah, it kind of has that R&B kind of do. I'm just trying to make a connection with the rhythm. It'll probably come to me.
It's my faith in none of the above.
I wonder if these guys really enjoy just going through different artists and different genres and just sort of nitpicking different rhythms and sounds that they really enjoy. I know John does. I know John's very adventurous, and I'm pretty sure Simon is as well. I feel like that's what they do with most of their albums, is they just sort of pull a lot of influence and then just sort of put their own spin on it. It's very cool. I really enjoy it.
If there's a time, there's the we ever see the nature of life in reality.
Like that organ underneath.
I wanna be there to kick out the answer. God knows where I'm going to. It's a lonely bird.
I might need your guys' help here.
I myself alone. Realize I never need to use no one. Money, power, holy road.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I'm just hearing this early dance electronica kind of vibe going on, and it's becoming very electronic. I don't know if you guys get that too. We still have that live element, but I'm hearing more electronic sounds and samples and all that stuff, which again could be very much influenced by the time. Yeah, interested to hear what your guys' thoughts are on that, especially if a lot of you are producers and you've sort of lived through the early 90s and the different trends and all that.
Freedom puts my faith in none of the above.
Definitely more of a dancier, more of a club hit as well, this one. Like, you can hear all these little glitchy sounds. Take away all the elements and just leave the vocals. Nice. I love that. I love when that happens. This is so cool. I'm not sure if that was really made to be a club hit, but it, you know, had that dancey element to it, which was really cool. We're moving on to track number 11 now. It's called Shelter. Oh. It's like slow attack. Ooh! This is so cool. I like this.
I watch you from the window, looking this vicious room.
This kind of reminds me more of Seal.
The wind blows, girl, you're looking beat and cold. Don't know your situation, but you look so long to me. This is how the message reads.
Feels very minimal, but I'm waiting for all these elements to just come pouring in. Yeah. I didn't need to wait very long.
Trust my intuition.
Why do I feel like this song could have fit on Liberty as well? Keep going back to Liberty.
You're the one who got to know. Wouldn't try to save your soul. Money,
Oh, nice. Little flux.
reputation doesn't mean a thing to me. Special communication.
Yeah, like orchestral flux.
It's the only thing we need.
Oh, Nick, I need to know what synths you were using. It would just make more sense to me because I think as time went on, Nick started collecting different synthesizers and then playing around with all these different sounds and effects. I think that also influenced them shifting into different soundscapes.
Reaching out, calling out, just come softly to me. Calling out, healing out, in the shelter of my heart. Reaching out for your love, calling shelter of my heart. Calling out.
So many vocals, so many layers. What? Yeah, this sounds like something off Liberty. Yeah. Why is it giving me this trancey kind of vibe? Again, the shaman keeps coming back to me. Yeah, we're using like arpeggiators. This is crazy. I like that stab. Hell yeah. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Guys, we've just gone into the next song without meaning to. So track number 12, To Whom It May Concern. It just sort of went straight into it. Still going through it. Wait a second, what? guys are having a laugh.
Dear Mr. Bones, we've had enough. You can try to pull us down.
You hear that, Mr. Bones? We're talking to you. We've had enough.
Stripe, weasel stuff. But world travels in this town.
I'm writing to your manager. I've had enough. Ooh. Oh.
Boys, I'll get you more. But you gotta pay me by the hour. Anyway, you're just another bore who believes she's superpower.
Ooh.
Says you ain't my royalties.
Oh. Is this a bit of a stab at a record label? That's what it's sounding like now. You took my royalties or something. Look at me, back to interpreting the lyrics.
This is goodbye, and as such, hereinafter shall be referred.
Ooh, okay.
Notwithstanding all foregoing statements unpreferred.
Big words.
When you've not heard a single word, a ticket word.
Oh, okay, I like this bit. That guitar's coming in. Yeah. Some people.
People's trouble. Some people get on. Other people bleed. Some people wanna bleed us dry. Some people get down on your feet.
Some people feed on other people's troubles. Some people feed on other people's meat. Oh my goodness. Some people want to bleed us dry. Gonna down on your feet. I'm just reading the lyrics. Actually brought the lyrics up in Spotify. I'm probably gonna do that from now on because they seem a bit more accurate. With your pinstripe weasel stuff, but words travel in this town. I wouldn't write home about you. We're better off without you. Yeah, okay. You said, boys, I'll get you more, but you gotta pay me by the hour. Oh, is this like severing tires? Severing tires. Severing tires with a manager? I've had enough of you, mate. Oh, oh yes. Plucky plucky. Like those plucks. Ooh, hello. Ooh. Getting a bit of a brow section at the end there. Okay, the end is really nice. The end of this is really, really nice. I'm just gonna see if I can try and catch it before it goes into the next song. No, I couldn't. Okay, I'm just gonna pause between very quickly and just share my thoughts. To be honest, it's been an ultimate mind for me listening to this album because it is, once again, a mixed bag, but I just feel completely blown away by it at the same time. But yeah, we're just gonna jump onto the last track now, guys. Track 13, Sin of the City. So, street ambience, traffic. Am I hearing Korean? Girls speaking in Korean. Ooh. I reckon Nick was playing around with all these fun samples. I wonder if I can make this city texture with all these different sounds. Oh, I love this. Wow, and we're sort of panning them too. Oh, hell yeah. Oh my goodness. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! That would have probably been a layering of different samples, and they've done it in such a way that it just sounds like city ambience, all this crazy stuff happening in one city. Oh! And then Simon comes in.
Chick girl up in Happy Land has a violent row with a Cuban man. Julio leaves in a drunken rage, comes
Just
back
heading to
with
the
the
lyrics.
gasoline. The club had no fire exit. The club only had one door. Only 5 people came out alive. The same as that 89 died.
Why do I feel like I'm reading a newspaper? A musical newspaper. I like that whistling.
As soon as a year and a half before.
Do you want to know another song that does whistling very well? Is Peter, Bjorn and John, Young Folk. Not that the song reminds me of it, it just sort of came to mind with that Anyway.
The fire chief's album is raising Cain. Brand's Happy Land hazard closed down, but no one ever paid it no mind.
Happy Land. Oh, yes. Bit of a shift there. This is nice. Oh, nice tense chords there. Trying to think. For now, it's just air keyboard. I like that chord progression, but then city living, heavy trouble. I'm reading the lyrics as we go as well. City living, heavy trouble, city living rough. We are given angry hearts, but anger's not enough. Another powerful message behind this one, and a really nice closer too.
Daily news reviews of the landlord's life. Found 6,000 core violations live. The city has more 100,000 wars. All for one of 400 whores. Just one firecracker on a big bonfire. A self-serving funny pinchy wise guy style.
Yeah, more of that rap element once again.
Never allowing for the human condition.
I'm just following those chords. Yeah, given angry hearts. Oh, nice. Echoing that song title there. Hell yes. Ooh. Yeah, so many electronic elements here, especially with the drums. This is really good, this one. Ooh.
Stop wasting your people now.
Stop wasting your time. Oh, the elements, all these elements are just great. to a very nice close. Oh, yes. Warren does his closing solo like he did with Big Thing. Ooh! That guitar sounds familiar. I swear I heard it in another track on this album. I love that distortion on the guitar though. Tearing it up, Warren. Is that like a muffled fire crackle? Wow, guys, that was an epic closer, Sin of the City. Unfortunately, guys, I'm gonna have to keep my intro short because I'm running low on battery and I've had a lot of technical problems whilst filming this video. So it has been a little bit frustrating and distracting throughout. So fingers crossed I'm able to, you know, put out a good video for you guys, one that you guys will hopefully enjoy. Personally, this album kind of rung a little bit similar to the last album. It was a little bit of a mixed bag, but it did keep a running motif throughout, which I really liked. I was getting like images of newspapers, commercials, advertisements, and then the sexy surrealism in some of the songs, which I loved so much. I'd probably say that this is one of my favorites so far that I've done. But yeah, this album is fantastic, but like I said, very much a mixed bag, and you can hear all these different influences from different places. Very enjoyable. Very much echoes the time that they're in. My top favorites were definitely Ordinary World, Come Undone, Love Voodoo, and then I did really enjoy that cover of Femme Fatale as well. I thought that was fantastic. I'm really impressed with that, and it also makes me very excited to jump into the next album. I was very excited going into this and ended up leaving quite emotional and quite sort of hit on the heart a little bit, but I've got to say they're definitely playing around more with effects and moving into that electronic realm, which I really love, playing a lot with Simon's vocals, Simon playing with his vocal range, but I also like that fusion of different cultures as well. Despite the tears, I had so much fun covering this one, but I just want to thank you so much, guys, for all your support on this series so far. Thank you for even considering to subscribe to my Patreon. It means the world to me. Wishing you guys all the very best. Have a listen to this album, sit down, enjoy it. There's definitely so much going on in this album, so many things to enjoy. Once again, guys, thank you so much for joining me. Feel free to leave a comment, feel free to subscribe. Let me know how you found this album. Let me know how it rates in your collection of Duran Duran discography. And I really look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Please stay safe, please keep that passion for music going, and I wish you all the very, very best. Bye, guys!
The following is a special report from the Channel 5 newsroom.
I'm Lynn Brown. We have an update for you now on that terrible fire in the Bronx. Overnight, 87 people were killed when someone set fire to the Happy Land Social Club in the East Tremont section of the Bronx. It may have been an act of revenge. The governor has given his condolences to the victims and the victims' families, I should say, and he is also promising to help find who set the terrible blaze. Eric Shawn has been at the scene all morning. We go back to him.